Ching! I can't even open it. I'm so cack-handed. I'm left-handed. I'm cack-handed, alright? So if you see me opening things a bit weird, yeah, just allow it, innit? Allow it, allow it, allow it. Obviously, you know I'm a driller. I don't know why I'm even starting the video off like this, but we're going to do it. You know I'm a driller, and I listen to a lot of drill. There's a lot of knife crime going on right now. Apparently in London, knife crime in the first 6 months is the same as what it was all year last year. What the fuck are people doing with their lives? Like, when I have a blade in my hand right now, yeah, I get a bit anxious. You know, it gets me anxious. I think, how am I meant to stab someone like this? Right, starting this video off with an unbox. Now, you might be thinking, George, you twat, I'm watching sponsored stuff. Fucking watch it then, innit? Remember, I got the blade.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
Thank you to everyone that tags me on their stories, use my code, all that sort of stuff. I really do appreciate it. I can't believe people actually use my code. I think I'm just a twat that has a receding hairline that's ugly and always moans. But people like to use my code, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Gonna break down my order. As ever, use my code George10, and it helps me out. It does help me out, so thank you very much. CMP, yeah? When I saw the price of this isolate, I was thinking, you know what, a little bit cheaper than usual compared to other good quality isolates. I was thinking, not going to be sure about this. One of the best isolates I've used. It's quite cheap. I think it's about 20. I'm not going to tell you the price because you're going to be like, actually it's £25, not £22. I was going to say £22. I think it's about 25. I had chocolate first time round. I've gone for cinnamon milk, as you can see there. Let me tell you the macros. 26.3 grams of protein, 0.3 grams of fat, 0.5 grams of carbs per 30 grams, which is pretty good. I like to opt for a isolate over a concentrate just because obviously it digests better, and normally obviously the profile of the protein profile is normally per serving a lot bigger, so for me it's quite easier to get my protein in. Definitely one to give a go, you know, if you're on a little bit of a budget, student budget. I know people still watch me from the old uni days. Those days are over. Get yourself a though. Get yourself that. PM Prime is stacked. I struggle to wind down, I must admit. Never tried. I'm going to give you a review. The only issue I have at the moment with supplements is, obviously, I've had stomach issues, as you guys know, and I'm scared I'm going to poo myself. And I'll be totally honest with you. I don't know if any of you guys have had that before, where you go, oh, I take these supplements, but I'm not really sure how it's going to react to my stomach, because, you know, stomachs are a touchy things, aren't they? They're touchy. So let you know if I shit myself. Standard creatine, typical question. Hey, George, what time should I take my creatine? Listen to this video. Listen to it again if you need to. Just take 5 grams every single day, mate. Don't need to be timing it. Or should I load my creatine 15 grams every single day for the first week and then do that? Listen, it's not fucking gear, it's just a bit of powder, yeah? Fucking hell, you can snort it if you want, it won't do the fucking same job. Gone for a new... Let me start that again, innit? Gone for a new cream of rice. The, what flavour is it? Caramel biscuit. So as you can see, like Lotus biscuits. They're quite nice. I've had them before. A little up and down as to whether I'm going to poo myself, but we're going to give it a go, hopefully tonight. Now, the only issue I have in the summertime when I consume cream of rice is hot. Yeah, it's very hot. So sometimes it's just like, oh, the last thing you want to eat is cream of rice, and it's like 25 degrees. What's going on with the weather so far? You know, summertime in the UK, and we've not had a bit of sun yet. Anyway, vitamin D3 and K2 from Supplement Needs. A little bit of a top up there, which is good. Again, people take the piss for me saying it the way I do, but listen, I'm going to keep fucking doing it because I don't care. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I think that's how you say it. Ashwagandha. Either way, we do what we want on this channel, and if you don't like it, it's ashwagandha. Fuck off, innit? And finally, a new EAA. So obviously my favourite EAAs is the Nova Farm EAAs. Just like MV they do some really good products there, and they're always really... What am I going on about, bruv? They're always clinically dosed. Gone for a naughty boy this time. Now, I actually don't know what flavour this is. This is mango and... I don't know, I can't actually read the writing. I'm not very good at reading, as you can tell from watching the channel for a while. Whatever that says, that's what it says. Use my code, and if you don't use my code, I'm going to get you. Remember, that's going to get me demonetized, because what happens is now on YouTube is people review your videos, and probably someone's watching this right now and just gone, he's just put a knife up to the camera. That's definitely getting demonetized. So if you're watching this and you are, you know, judging or reviewing my video, please just monetize it, because I can make some money from it, about fucking 10p at this rate, and normally about 10p anyway. In other news, Diesel's settling down well, ain't you, boy? You got yourself a new bed that you actually fit on. Mum asked for the biggest bed they had in the shop, and this is the biggest one they had. He just about fits on it, to be fair. You right, boy? How are you doing right now? Are you okay? It's been a hard day, is it? You been on your walks and all that sort of stuff. What I'll do is I'll get Max to join in, because people have asked what are Max and Diesel like with each other. I'll show you what they're like with each other. Isn't that right, boy? Isn't that right, you tired boy? Yeah, it's a hard life. Anyway, in other news, I went back to the doctors, didn't I? Because I've been taking PPIs for about 3 weeks now, and they're not doing anything. Funny enough, the private doctor I went to, she said I had a stomach ulcer. All she did was palpate my stomach like that. She was like, you got a stomach ulcer? And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yes, 99% sure. And I fell for it. Thinking about it, like, and doing some research, how can you clinically, as a doctor, diagnose, that's the word, a stomach ulcer without having that camera down your throat and actually looking what's inside? I fell for it, and I've been taking PPIs and they've been doing absolutely nothing. Went back to the doctors, they want me to do some blood tests, they want me to do some stool tests as well. Like, I've already been doing stool tests. What I have to do, and this is what I did, there's so many better ways of doing it, yeah, but I actually got a plastic bag. I went to the bottom of the garden and I shat in a bag and I literally just scooped it out. I was nearly sick. Normally that stuff don't bother me, but that I nearly heaved because my poos ain't been the greatest lately. Gone back to the doctors, need to do some blood work, need to do another stool test, my third one in about a week and a half, which is great. And basically what they've prescribed me is some tablets. So this one is codeine, blah, 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 blah. This one here. Again, you can tell that it took me 4 attempts to pass my GCSE English before I went to university. If I didn't pass my last time, yeah, I had to do a foundation year at uni, which meant I'd have stayed an extra year at university. Luckily I passed it, which was good, but as you can see I'm a bit of a thick twat, but we'll keep it in. And this stuff as well. I don't know if you can actually see that, like the lighting's terrible here. So yeah. Hasn't got my address on there, has it? No, it hasn't. It's just got my name. If I had my fucking address on there, then you coming into my house, I'll fucking knock all of you out there. Yeah, stop waffling, George, about that and talk about what you was going to talk about. So basically, these are some drugs to help me with my mild diarrhea symptoms and my stomach pain. So these are just pain relief stuff. So hopefully, and the antibiotics apparently, hopefully in a week's time, I'll be totally fine. If not, I'm probably going to kill myself at this rate because I've got so many different answers here and there and everywhere. I just don't know what's going on. And it's really annoying. It upsets me a little bit because so many doctors give me different answers. I feel like it's a little bit unfair, but then I think the NHS, what do you expect? So yeah, that's where I'm at with these bloody drugs, fuck's sake. Here they are. Max, come here. They tolerate each other, I think. Max is a bit anti. He's always been anti, ain't you, boy? You alright, little one? Yeah. Aww. Max does not. Funny enough, yeah, Max puts Diesel in his place, 100%. Diesel's more scared of Max than Max is scared of him, I think. Ain't that right, boy? He don't like it. Oh. A 13-year-old with a 1-year-old German Shepherd. It just, yeah. As you can see, Max is just miserable. You're not having it, Max, are you? You gonna get him?
Oh, you silly old boy.
It's a hard life, Diesel, isn't it?
Hard life.
It's a hard life.
Oh, don't you bite me.
It's a hard life.
No, don't you. No biting. Oh, dear. Hard life, Diesel.
Put them teeth away, boy.
I got locked in a box. He got put in a box. It's a reckless world. Got hit with the Asian dots. Chase! I love that bit. Don't know why I did the cheese bit. I think I fucking ruined it there.
Trying to put him in the air, that's news like Fox to the whack, get chopped like Aki and Pops. They love JJ's cold like brilliant Coke Goldie when it looks.
Right, the camera actually fits really nicely down there, which is nice. I'm heading up to Birmingham. I'm so sorry if I offended some of you Brummy guys out there, but it's not my best accent, I must admit. I'm from Birmingham. Headed up there to see my client Ben, who's competing this year. And something that I've always said I wanted to do is get more clients on stage. I'm a big fan. I love natural bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding. I love just competing, and hopefully you guys who still follow me since 2019 could see that or have watched my prep videos. That I fucking love it. Yeah, it's just something I really want to do now. Have the opportunity to have more time to do this sort of stuff, which is great. So we're just going to see what it looks like. I'm not training, which is really annoying. I'm waiting to train tomorrow because that will be 3 weeks since I haven't trained, and I'll obviously be documenting that in the next video. So be on the lookout for that. But for now, we're going to be looking after my clients and making sure they're getting in shape for their shows this year, because I've always said, like, looking at photos, yeah, don't get me wrong, photos are great. However, photos don't always show everything, if that makes sense. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes, oh, I need to come off here, fuck, wait. Sometimes you need to see them in person to dictate where they're at. how much more they need to come off. And like I said, I like to build this sort of relationship with my clients. So yeah, I keep saying so. Just fucking drive, George. Drive, yeah. We're nearly there. We're 7 minutes away, so it should be a good.
Yeah. Yes. Even try and like actually transition into just when you're there, maybe transition into just maybe use that as a transition to allow you to maybe move around if it makes it easier. Or start whatever one's easiest for you to do the transition. Start off with that first one, and then the second one you go into. If it's easier for you to transition the leg out, I would do that. Or if it's easier for you to transition, stand with both legs at the same time, that's what I would do as well. So it's just that's just practice as well for you.
Yeah. Just between both. Yeah, because if I go from here, I can just easier into there.
Yeah. So I'll probably start off with the leg out at first,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring the leg, or maybe I'll take a step if you want to take a step.
So if I have the leg out, bring the leg in, or
Yeah, I'll bring the leg in.
then
So if let's put 30 seconds on the clock, so you know how long you've got to be holding these poses for, so we can kind of gather a sort of time. This is roughly, from what I saw there, it's roughly about 30 seconds.
and go from the start.
Yeah, go from the start. I think when you come out to the middle, you do your first pose, that's when I'll start the time. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably not hold that for too long. I'll probably, that's your first pose, hold it for maybe 5 seconds, then come down. Cool. It's going to fly, so probably I would say you need to be a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So I think if we can try and get that in 30 seconds and get more done in that time, because that first pose will hold it for quite long.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say hold it a little bit quicker, then come down. Don't have to pace it down, but come down quite quickly. Then after that, transition into, obviously start off with your forward, then start off with your back, and then turn around to your favourite side. And even just, you know, the arm stuff, you can still do that, but you just need to be a little bit more quicker.
Yeah, it's like bam,
Yeah,
bam.
cut me off. That's when I know I was done, because what I did my first show is I finished too early, and I was like, shit, I've got to make up 5 seconds, so I just try and transition into other poses, I'm like a dick. So I'm thinking, I'll just wait till the music's done, so I know that's
Yeah,
when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the right tip. Alright, ready when you are, mate. Cool. Cool, that's 23 seconds.
So I was going too quick.
Too quick. I think with one of your transitions with the arm, I think you could spend a little bit more time doing them. Focus on the transitions, focus on just owning that stage and being confident with what you're doing, so confident on the way out, and just confident with your stronger poses. Still go through obviously the compulsory, so do a video of you just going through the compulsories, obviously weaker side, all that sort of stuff, and then a separate video or however many videos you want to do to get that sort of 30 seconds in, basically is what I would do.
Cool.
So,
I'll do that.
yeah, mate.
No.
Yeah. Right, you've joined me with explaining what my steps are moving back into the gym, what I'm going to be doing in terms of training split, nutrition. You've came to the right place, so thank you. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. If you skipped however long it was before and you've just watched this bit, fuck you, bruv, innit? Well, you've watched the whole thing, go back and watch, come back afterwards. It's a good vlog anyway. My training split. So originally I was on a 4-day split, so I would do legs on Tuesday, push on Wednesday, rest on Thursday, legs again on Friday, rest on Saturday, pull on Sunday, rest on Monday. Repeat. Now I'm transitioning in more to like a leg off, push, pull, off, leg off, push, pull. Reason being is Again, one area I still need to improve on is my legs. Like my lower half, my upper body is a lot more developed than my lower half, I've noticed. Whatever reason, I don't know why, it's just a massive weakness for me. I think when I look at my hack squatting, I'm a weak squatter. Like I should be able to squat a lot more than what I do. I'm a good leg presser by any means. I noticed that my squatting in general isn't as good. So that's one area that I certainly need to improve upon. Now, I'm not going to break down my actual training sessions in this video, but what I certainly will do in other videos is break down the sessions for you, give you more detail. Like I'm doing legs tomorrow, so obviously I'll record legs, that sort of stuff, and that'll be on Wednesday's video. Obviously Monday's video is today. Hopefully you're watching. It doesn't matter, does it? You'll see the next video. You can see my first session and what that looks like. Legs off, push pull off. So 1 day on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. I really like that approach, rested either side legs, because I know for me, in order for me to maximize my recovery, I need rest either side of legs, because I train very hard. I like to say I train very hard as well, and for me to improve my physique, especially my lower body, I need that rest either side. And for me, psychologically, if I know I'm having a rest either side of legs, then fucking you bet I'm training very, very hard. You bet I'm earning for that rest day. So if you're thinking about creating a split like that, then I certainly would think of that element of things. Some weeks I'll obviously train 5 days a week. Some weeks I might train 4, depending on the recovery days, that sort of stuff. What I might do is throw in like an arm day if I feel like I can go to the gym and train, because don't get me wrong, I did arms in lockdown, and I think they actually worked really, really well. So I might throw in a little cheeky arm day, because everyone loves an arm day. Now, first week back is going to be predominantly lower volume. As you're probably already aware, I'm training 3 weeks. I can expect to see regressions. I can expect to see just me learning movement patterns and things like that. So if you're taking loads of time off, I would suggest running a lower volume or even a higher frequency low volume split compared to what you're obviously originally doing. So that might be like if you've taken a long time off, it might be a case of 4 body splits 3 times a week, upper lower 4 times a week, sorry. If you feel like you can transition into a split like I've just mentioned, then you can do that, but I certainly would not do crazy amounts of volume. The goal is to, for me anyway, is to really kind of get over that novelty of being back into the gym. So obviously the novelty with being sore, you know, stabilizing, just thinking about actually doing the exercise itself, being out for 3 weeks, which I've never done before. Some movements are going to feel a lot more challenging. I'm going to have to learn that movement pattern, because when you stop training, your body forgets about that movement pattern. You know, that makes sense. You have to relearn it, which is a pain in the ass thinking about it, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's the first real goal for me. Give me 4 weeks, I'll be back up to sort of peak strength, hopefully. Maybe a little bit lower, who knows, we'll find out. And obviously I'll document that. You'll see physique shots in the sorry, there's a bird right there, literally about fucking 4 foot away from me. You'll see physique shots in the next video. I'll be completely honest, transparent about those, so you can see what it looks like when you lose about a stone or about 6 kilos in the space of 3 weeks. It's not fucking good. You look shit, I look shit, but I'm going to be very transparent. But I'm going to show you as well what I look like further down the line in 4 to 6 weeks time, and I promise you it's going to be a drastic difference. If you've been training hard, if you've been training naturally for a long time, 3 weeks off, like in 6 years that I've been training, I promise you isn't going to affect too much. It'll be back before I know it. Muscle memory is a thing. Like I haven't lost muscle. You don't lose muscle in 3 weeks unless you are fucking retarded. My macros. So yeah, I forgot to tell you about my macros. So main day I'm going to start off with 450 carb, 50 fat, and 250 grams of protein. My food is obviously a lot lower than what it was previously in my off season, which I think my highest was 650. Reason being is I've lost over a stone. For Americans out there, I don't even know what stone is. I mean, let me Google it. What is a stone in pounds? About 14 pounds I've lost in 3 weeks, which is a lot of fucking weight. I don't need to eat as much to gain weight probably right now, and you know, keeping in mind I've just come out of recovering still from a stomach bug or stomach issue, so for me to pile in shit tons of food doesn't make sense. Rest day, I'm going to run 350 carbs, 70 fat, 250 grams of protein. What you may notice is the difference in carbohydrates. Obviously, primary energy source for performance, we want to keep carbs as high as we can on a train day. Makes sense, right? Rest day, on the other hand, my expenditure isn't as high. Still need food, of course, but isn't as high, so I don't necessarily need as much food. And then I can replace those additional calories with dietary fats that I might not potentially get in a train day. So as you can see, 70 grams of fat, 50 grams of fat on a train day. Again, I'll be getting in more dietary fats because 50 grams isn't crazy amounts. Technically, it blunts down the uptake of carbohydrates, and you don't necessarily want to be doing that on a train day. I'm going to conclude this video here. That is what I'm going to cover in this video. If you do have any questions, if you want to know anything fucking more, drop me a message on Instagram or just comment down below. What can we comment down below, Diesel? Let's comment down below. Bull. Comment down below bull if you've watched the whole thing. I appreciate everyone that has watched and support. You'll see some good content. I'll be back in the gym. I'm back in fucking shit up, and I can't wait. I'm excited to get back. But I'm going to be smart. I'm 24 yet, not 18 anymore. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys soon.